Hello everyone, my name is Jazz. I would like to show you how you can make your own polymer clay color necklaces out of leftover materials. As you can see, I've got my box in here, which I usually collect all the leftover items, which I don't make anything out of it, but I'm too sad to throw them away. And I just had an idea the other day how I can use them. I will show you the necklace step by step how to make them, and I'm thinking to make out of these small items some of the earrings which will go very well with the necklace. So these are the pendants which I already arranged in an order. As you can see, I do like symmetry, but feel free to make up any style, or you can even mix, the different texture and different patterns and different style in the necklace as you like. In the next clip, I will show you step by step how to start and put these pendants on a cord. Then you will have your own polymer clay color necklaces. See you soon. Hello everyone, these are the necklaces which I made, and I'm talking you through how to make this color pattern. So as you can see, I have quite thin cord, which I wasn't very happy with. If you have a thicker one, obviously it would look much nicer, or you wouldn't need to double it. So because I haven't had a thick one, I decided to use this macrame cord, and I doubled it. So we're just going to measure out exactly what we need. We need 4 strings out of this, and I will be back after I measured about 80 centimeter or 32 inches. We're going to measure and lay it down. So I have my strings about 80 centimeter long or 32 inches long. As you can see, you're going to work with 4 strings or 4 cords. The thicker the better, but it depends about taste. Because mine were very slim, I doubled my cords, and we're going to put a knot on the end of one of the string together. So you just tie them together basically. Okay, I might waste it a little bit too much, so you don't have to. You can go as high as you can. Okay, the next step is, so you have all those. We're going to use some weight. Any weight you find in your household would do. We just basically need to push this knot down so you can start working on your cords, on your strings. I found some books in my on my bookshelf. I'm going to use the books and some weight on it as well to secure. So now I can use the weight to hold it down for me while I'm working on the pattern. So you have 4 strings, and I think the simplest explanation what you need to keep in mind when you want to use this pattern is right over the left, right over the left, and left over the right. So if you keep this, you can't go wrong. So you start with your right over the left, right over the left, and now you're working, if you would have only these 2 strings, so left over the right. That's the pattern, and you just keep repeating the same pattern. So what I'm doing again, right over the left, right over the left. Then after that, I just work with the 2 in the middle and left over the right. So right over the left, and with your fingers you can keep it a little bit tighter. Right over the left, here we go, and repeating again, right over the left, right over the left, as you can see, now left over the right. So you can make your cord according to how many pendants you want to put on it, and how congested or how close you want to put the pendants to each other. So it's according to taste, basically. I'm coming to the end of mine because I have about 9 pendants which I need to place on this cord, and I think I'm happy with the result, because if you're going to look, so the collar is going to stand like this, and I have enough to put all the 9 pendants on it. So it's all according to taste, how long you want your collar, or if you want it all the way up. I prefer to put a little chain at the end, so everyone can adjust it according to their neck, and you can even wear it as a choker, for example. So I'm finishing mine. You go ahead to make it longer or make it shorter. So the way we're finishing is you need to have some sellotape around, and I'm just going to sellotape it around very tightly. So that's how I'm finishing, and just to do it as tight as you can, because if you do it very tight, it will help you to deal with it when you need to attach the end. So I'm just using a simple plain sellotape, just a little bit over 1 inch long, but it's up to you. Okay, so now I'm taking out the collar or the cord. As you can see, the pattern turned out really nice. So the other end, we put a knot on it. I forgot to mention that earlier. Try not to make the knot really hard, so it's easier for you to open it up, because you would need a sellotape on this end as well. So just where it's finishing or where it's starting, basically, I'm going to put a sellotape in here as well. And that's I got ready. So as you can see, about just a little bit longer than 1 inch, because it's easier for me to work with and keep it tight. So this will be important when you need to add the end, the cap of the collar. So you probably have some kind of piece in your hand like this. If you were working with a thicker cord, obviously it would be much wider. The pattern would probably come out much nicer than in this one. So now we're going to attach the jump rings on it, and we attach the pendants onto the jump rings. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Then after that, we're just going to finish the ends, and we just put some cap at the end, and we attach a little bit of chain. You can leave that bit out if you don't want the chain at the end. That means your collar is probably longer, to make sure it goes around, and you just close it there. So we just now attaching the jump rings and the pendants to the collar. I'm using a 7mm silver plated jump ring. You can use anything you have. If you don't have a jump ring, you just use your own wire or anything you want to attach the pendant with. So depends on how many pendants you need to fit. You might need to use your ruler, and if you want to put the pendants in the same distance away from each other, you just need to measure it. I just eyeball mine, but I do usually use the 1, 2, 3 pattern, then one jump ring comes in. So it depends on how many pendants you have according to taste. So I'm just attaching this second pendant at the moment, and I'm not going to keep you up and keep you waiting until I attach all of them. I just want to show you quickly how you can put the cord end onto the cord. So why the sellotape was so important, because it's much easier to handle. So you need a sharp scissors, much sharper than mine actually, and you just looking at, I'm using a barrel cord end, and I will just need to figure it out of the couple of sizes which is the best which would fit onto and hold together these cords, so I can basically try it on after I cut it. So the sellotape is very useful because you just basically going to cut the cord with the sellotape on it, and later on if you have to, you can move the sellotape whatever left over, but I'm not going to leave too much on here. So as you can see, I'm going to cut it just in here. And the other advice is, we probably used far too much cord, but depends about what is the texture of the cord you're using and what is the size of it. If you would use the thicker one, obviously you would have less left over, but we still be able to use that one for something else. So now you have this end, okay, and you keep trying. Probably this is the best would fit onto this cord. I'm using a super glue, just simply 1 drop of super glue will go into the barrel end, and I glue it onto the cord. After that I'm going to attach some jump rings, as you can see, some jump rings to it, and some necklace extender, because I prefer when you can adjust the necklace around your neck and you can use it even as a choker. And at the end I'm going to attach the clip which you can close your necklace with. So this is what we're going to do now, and you can repeat the same process on the other end. You have a sellotape on it, you measure it. Basically we were using the bigger size, so the smaller one can go back, and you just adjust where you think you need to cut the cord with the sellotape with a sharp, definitely sharp scissors, and you can see how nicely it will fit, and you don't even need to take the leftover of the sellotape off because it's not showing. We did a good job with this. So I'm just going to super glue these, put the necklace back together with the extender and the jump rings, and I'll get back to you with the result. Thank you. As you can see, these are the end results. I hope you enjoyed my video how to make polymer clay and color necklaces.